EastEnders theory: Phil Mitchell could end up getting killed off-screen after he is attacked by some of his fellow prison inmates. EastEnders stalwart Phil Mitchell, played by Steve McFadden, is currently in prison after being accused of conspiracy to murder. The bad boy decided he would rather live out his days in jail rather than take up the police's offer and become an informant. As he awaits his trial, Phil decided to summon his sister Sam Mitchell, Kim Metcalf, back to Walford to try and help with running his businesses. However, Sam has certainly ruffled a few feathers since she returned to the BBC soap, including Phil's girlfriend Kat Slater, Jessie Wallace. In recent episodes, Kat and Sam have been at loggerheads as they continue to fight over who is in control of Phil's businesses. However, things seem to go from bad to worse after Sam messes up another business deal. In scenes that aired on Monday night, Phil began to worry his girlfriend when he showed signs of being in pain. Kat questioned Phil on whether he had got into a fight with any of the other prisoners. Despite shrugging it off, Phil kept looking over at two of the other inmates while he spoke with Sam and Kat. As the duo began to bicker, Phil told them, "Pack it in, will you? I don't need this grief." "He's right, do one, will you?" Kat raged as Sam replied, "I'm not going nowhere." "That's what I keep telling you," Kat hit back. "If I was clever I'd have laid you out before the screws even noticed." Sam fumed, "What is wrong with you? You should be thanking me. You wouldn't have even known it was Martin who screwed everything up for Tommy if I hadn't told you." As Kat explained her son Tommy was asked to see a counselor at school, Phil winced in pain as he said, "Tell him I am thinking about him." "Are you all right?" a concerned Kat asked as Phil glanced over at two other inmates. "Yeah, it's nothing," Phil sighed before Kat asked, "You haven't been in a fight?" Phil insisted, "Nah, it's just the beds do my back in, that is all." "Just look after yourself, yeah," Kat continued before Sam interrupted, "I thought this was meant to be a business meeting." Sam proceeded to convince Phil to buy Ruby's club, much to Kat's horror. "Kat, I understand you're busy, you've got kids, people don't expect you to have your finger on the pulse," Sam told her. "Why don't you go and get Phil a tea? He looks parched." Turning to her brother, she continued, "Phil, I can get you a really good deal." "You reckon?" Phil asked as he winced in pain once again. As Sam asked if he was all right, the businessman replied, "Yeah, just missing home a bit, that's all, and prison is a young man's game." "It's really getting to you, isn't it?" Sam asked. "You have lost your spark." As Phil agreed to the business deal, a worried Kat and Sam leave him to head home. Phil is clearly in pain and is having trouble with the other inmates at the prison. Could the villain end up getting killed in prison while he awaits his trial?